Hey y'all, it's DJ Charlie, Chuck, Chaz, Charles from CGM3 Production. How are you? I'm in the process of my latest journey. Number 7 already kicked in yesterday, but we were kind of worried. You see, one of the girls let me know that I had a low platelet count. And I am doing everything what I can to make everything happen. Eating a lot of proteins, eating a lot of different things that make me healthy and whatnot, and getting my platelets up. That's what basically I'm boiling down to. I'm trying to get my platelets up and making some miracles happen. So we'll see what's going on. Just doing the right thing, and my part 2 part of it, the brief one, is going to be tomorrow. Lord have helped me, because we're beginning the summer season, and it gets crazy and crazy up in the Catskills. So bear with us, say a little prayer for us, and make it happen. I just hope people have a lot of common sense, especially with the summer visitors. We're supposed to be acting nice, okay? But they don't obey the rules. They don't obey anything on these roads. In fact, the secondary roads, they don't know how to stop. They don't know how to stop at the light because they think it's their God-given right that they own this area. It's not true. They're visitors, and they should be held accountable. Okay? So, that beside the point, my treatments are going okay. I'm just really worried about yet tomorrow because it's late in the day. It's going to be rush hour, so we'll see about that. Now, as you may know, I have this, brilliant hat on. It says New York Police Department, the finest. And I'm wearing this in memory of the Villa Roma. Yes, thanks Doc, thanks Karen, thank you to everybody who's been part of the family. Especially shout out to Doc. What an amazing individual. He's, he really keeps me going and whatnot. And we finally bumped in on Monday and whatnot, and we started chatting and says, how you doing? And how's everything going? I'm like, well, I'm doing okay. I'm walking around, running errands, and just making sure I'm doing the right, doing everything all right. So we got the car all these taken out. By the way, shout out to Jerry. Thank you so much. I'm glad I got the car to you, this morning before everything started to go downpour. But anyway, about the hat, and there's a connection with this. This is going out to, and this is a shout out to my cousin Kevin. I'm equally elated to talk to my godfather, Uncle Ray, and Aunt Jackie, who's living out in Long Island, and I am looking forward to the day. Maybe we're talking late July, early August. I might be going down there and just seeing them for a couple days. So that's going to lift my spirits, and just being around close family and whatnot, and making things ever happen. So I'm looking forward to the trip. We're gonna get everybody together, and we're just going to celebrate life. We're going to be celebrating everything what we can. In fact, I can't wait till I get out to the ocean again. Yep, they're on the tip of Long Island. And I'm not going to say where they're at. You're going to have to see pictures. That's all going to be coming up very, 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 very soon. But I'm doing okay. The reason why I am cut back on my medication for my chemo is because of the platelets. And I didn't go last week, but I went and get yesterday. They gave it a shot. I'm back with the bag for a little bit, about another 24 hours. Actually 24 hours is going to be about 5 o'clock. So the emergency one, the chemo bag comes off, everything comes off, and I'll be, living free again. So, and I'm looking around some amazing food, between a local restaurant, which made an incredible foot long. Really can't say it until I try it out. You'll probably get to see pictures of it. So again, Monday was a great day at the Neversink Reservoir, where I'm still bleeding red and blue, Tri-Valley colors. And it makes it all happen. And just thought about this too with the hat. My cousin, and I salute him so much 20-year veteran in the New York Police Department, half of it in the parts of Brooklyn, and Harbor Police. Now, he had an article about a few years ago, and I'm extremely proud of him because he saved a life. So, Kevin, love you, brother. Love you, cousin. And thank you for your service. And speaking of service, I meant to tell you, I met another kind soul. And shout out to the amazing ladies over the New York Cancer Blood Center in Middletown. And I met their, one of their nurses to see how everything was going, how it's ship shape and whatnot. And I told them I got the best angels up here. So to many of those angels out there, I thank you for that. Anyway, when I was talking to this gentleman, and he's like my father's age, okay? He is my father's age. He's going through a tough time as well. I don't want to say it, but I'm declined to say it. But I gave him a nice handshake. I saluted him because he served in the Army. And thank you for your service. To all veterans that PTSD or Agent Orange or different diseases, we know you're there. We share your pain. We're embracing you every day because what you do for our country means a lot. And I am grateful. I am relieved that we have the greatest veterans in the world. We have great veterans in the United States, even in first responders, the state police, the sheriff, local police department. And what they did, years and years ago, about 25 years ago. 24 years ago. And I still remember that night. But that's going to be coming up on the anniversary. But we'll see if we can do it. But I met the gentleman. His name is Richie. Richie, you got this. So do you, Stevie. You got this as well. And I love you all from the bottom of my heart. There's some really good news out there. And each and day by day, I am going closer to what's the next step and where do we go. And my favorite question, which I ask every committee member or someone in both political parties, which, I'm independent on, but where do we go from here? Where do I go from here? Continue on living life, making it happen, getting proteins back, and making about a good look. So that's what's happening. By the way, I did get a shaver, electric shaver, which the nurse is like, you better be careful because you might get yourself nicked. So, yeah, that's the thing. And to my current family, film family, my best friends, thank you for the support. Keep rooting on, keep praying, because I know I got this, and you got this too. You got faith, you got patience, you got hope. We got a long set of summer season coming up, and it's going to be very, very interesting. So, but yeah, Richie, I met another, like I said, dear soul, beautiful heart, and I wish him all the health and everything going on. And again, when we were talking about veterans, he did serve in the Vietnam War. Right after the Tet Offensive. Made me think because I'm such a historian and I understand the history and the pain that they went through. Just watch like Oliver Stone movies or anything along that line and see how they feel. This right now, this was like out of the lottery. Nature's lottery, G-Notes, But at any rate, the gentleman that made it happen, he inspires me a lot, and I hope I'm inspiring you. Because let me tell you something, folks. And by the way, hi Katrina, miss you. Getting back to what I'm saying is, you're adored, you're admired, you're amazing, you're awesome, you're beautiful, you're inspiring, aspiring, loving, everything. You got it. You are also a positive fixture in my life, and I hope to be a positive fixture in your life as well. And we're going to kind of wrap it up here. I think this is one of the best interviews yet, and I know it's like on my chemo week, but I had to get it out there. So part 1 of round 7 was yesterday. Part 2 is tomorrow afternoon. So just pray for me that I get home safe, sane, and everything else. So, and thank you to Medicare, and Americare. You guys are awesome. Kathy, you're awesome. I'm glad we're family, and you make it very happy to me. And again, like I said, one of my favorite lines in the movie from Gladiator is, "In what we do in this life, it amounts to an eternity." And again, I don't bow down to cancer. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. So this is Charles, Chuck, Charlie, Chaz. We'll see you soon. See you next week on the bye week. Yay. And hopefully everything's going to go pretty well. And then obviously I have one day with blood test. So peace, love, everything. You're the best. Later.